Mega Dragonite exists now, that's cool. But anyway, we're rating them all, and I can't believe that Unova has easily the best and the second best regional bug types to its name. Venipede may not be as great as Sewaddle, but it's still really awesome. In battle, it has quite a bit lower stats actually, but still pretty solid attack, defense, and speed. Poison Point is a pretty nice ability though, and sure, this is the millionth bug poison type Pokemon, but that's not a bad typing. Its move pool is kind of awesome though. Defense Curl rollout shenanigans straight off the bat, and then Poison Tail level 12. Its downfall is having to get the little guy to level 22 to evolve. Otherwise, it's pretty good. 3 stars. Though, as you guys corrected me with Sewaddle, it's not actually available until right after the second gym Unova, but still before it in the sequels into Kalos, so still 5 stars. And well, pretty simply put, it's a brutally aggressive, poisonous roly-poly. Love this thing, but that's 2 stars. However, this is another case of why concept and design are separate categories. Sure, this thing is pretty simple, boring bug in concept, but it looks great. The color scheme is unique and eye-catching while delivering on the fact that it's a dangerous and poisonous bug. Its feelers on its head and tail look like they're meant for stabbing, even if the little guy actually bites instead. Unlike most early route bugs, it completely abandons the looking cute idea, and it works. 4 stars, which will land Venipede a decent 3.5 stars overall. I want you guys to know I'm completely serious when I say this. I may be a Gen 5 hater, but Whirlipede, yes, Whirlipede is a top 10 favorite Pokemon for me. We're rating them all, and honestly though, in battle it's odd. It only gains 10 attack upon evolution and actually gets 10 points slower, but its defense is obviously skyrocket. With its fitting 360 base stat total, I feel like this Pokemon was made almost in its entirety just to abuse the defense curl rollout combo, which to be fair, on a defensive Pokemon like this, that can get scary fast. Thankfully it does evolve only 8 levels in, because otherwise it would fall off really hard. It's pretty good, but sadly not that great regardless. 3.5 stars. Though it will keep Venipede's 5 stars in availability, but for concept, all they really added was the whole spinning and rolling around like a wheel crashing into its enemies thing, but that is just enough to turn it from a normal bug into a fantastical creature or a Pokemon. It's still not some amazing idea, but it is much cooler. 3.5 stars. But I will be totally transparent here. I want to give this thing 5-star design so bad. I can't even explain why I love this Pokemon so much. It just looks so unique, yet still works perfectly as a Wrecking Ball, Roly-Poly, Centipede Pokemon. But I know that's probably not the most reasonable thing, as not only is Bug my favorite type, but this bug specifically is one of my favorites. So I will lean on the polls here who gave it a 4, and we'll meet in the middle at 4.5, which does mean that Whirlipede's final score is 4.125 stars overall, just short of the top 5. Scolipede is definitely a fan favorite bug Pokemon, even if it is a bit overshadowed by the GOAT middle stage. We're rating them all, and it is shockingly good in battle actually. 100 attack, 112 speed, and even 89 in defense is very good for an early route bug type. And Bug Poison is a fine typing. Speed Boost would be awesome if it wasn't a hidden ability, but even Poison Point has its uses. I'm pretty sure Steamroller was its signature move at the time, and it is pretty strong, and the rest of its move pool with Mega Horn and Poison Tail, genuinely great TM options, but also having Iron Defense, Agility, Double Team, and Swords Dance to then be able to Baton Pass out is kind of amazing. And that support potential, along with its own prowess, is what brings it up to 4.5 stars in battle prowess. And its availability is going to be 5 stars thanks to Venipede's early appearances and its pretty normal evolution levels. But I'm really not sure how to feel about its concept. It goes from pretty basic Centipede to a Wrecking Ball tire roly-poly who rolls and slams into enemies, then back to a Centipede, who as far as I'm aware and can find in the Pokedex completely abandons that idea. Sure, you could just point at the fact that it's based on a prehistoric giant centipede and venomous millipedes and maybe even some equine inspirations, but it just feels less than 3 stars. Then in design, as you can probably guess, I think Whirlipede looks way cooler, but that doesn't mean I think Scolipede looks bad by any means. Bug is still my favorite type, and this one is awesome. It's an 8-foot tall, 442-pound absolute unit of a horse-like centipede, keeping the bright colors to show off its dangerous and venomous nature. And I never even thought about the eyes being posed that way until I saw this comment. Why is the internet like this? Stop ruining Pokemon. But kind of the inverse of Whirlipede here. I probably would have given it a 4, but you guys gave it a pretty heavy 5. So we'll again meet in the middle with 4.5 stars, which actually will land Scolipede the final score of 4.25 stars overall and a spot on the top 5 for now.